Okay, it's one of those videos where you're going to see the steering wheel. Hope that don't bother you. Sometimes when I'm driving, keep my eyes on the road, by the way, I get what we call downloads. I've been hearing a lot about the spectrum. You know, you hear that word now, the spectrum. What is the spectrum? Well, you know, there's a spectrum that is an autism spectrum that is to be respected. A lot of parents have children that are what they call on the spectrum, which is, I guess the best way to define it is degrees of where a child is. But now, just like everything else, words are being hijacked by the enemy. Words that have good intentions, good purposes, are being hijacked, and most of the time they're being hijacked by these people that are just all about identity, pronouns. Oh, that's a mess. Okay, let's just call it like it is. But that ain't what I want to talk about today. I don't want to talk about where you fall on the gender spectrum. Where do you fall on the choice of sexuality spectrum? I want to talk about where do you fall on the child of God spectrum. Because I'm going to tell you something, in all the spectrums that people can fall on right now, that's the one where you better know where you're at. What's the spectrum? The spectrum is the gamut that people run in certain categories. I'm talking about the child of God spectrum. What are you? Are you a passive Christian? Are you name only? Are you happy that your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life? You're content with that? Are you part of that crowd that says, I don't need the church, I am the church? Cop out, by the way. Spoiler alert, cop out. And if you're bowing up on me right now because you feel that way and that's your words, all you're doing is exposing yourself. You know, Christians are not independent. They are interdependent. We need each other. We need God, but we need each other too. Another subject. But are you on that end of the spectrum? Are you on the end of the spectrum that says, you know, I believe that Jesus died on the cross and I believe he came back from the dead. I believe in the born again experience. I believe in asking Jesus to forgive me my sins, come to my heart and save me. As far as I can go. I don't believe in miracles. I don't believe in the power of God moving anymore, and so forth. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to say that your belief system and your doctrine is wrong. But just like everything else in the world, there is a spectrum for the child of God. Let me tell you something. If I'm going to err on any side of that spectrum, I'm going to err on the side that believes God can do the impossible. I believe that if God can speak to nothing and call nothing something and nothing becomes something, Genesis chapter 1, and God said, let there be light, and there was light, and it just happened because he said it. If God can speak to nothing and cause nothing to become something, let me tell you something. God can do anything. So I'm going to be on the spectrum that just believes God. I'm going to be on the spectrum that just believes that he's still in the miracle working business, that he's still in the life-changing business. I believe that he still moves on people to cast out devils. I still believe that he moves on people to lay hands upon the sick and they shall recover. You ain't got to believe it. You find your place on the spectrum. Find your place on the spectrum where you are. You know? Yeah. I'm sure there'll be people. I know there'll be people in heaven that might not believe what I believe as far as miracles and so forth. But you know what? I don't want to believe the bare minimum. I don't want to believe just getting by Christianity. I don't want. I'm thankful. Yes, more than anything, I'm thankful that my name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. My God, yes. But that's it. That's all God gave me. He came and suffered and died. What about them stripes that he took on his back? Didn't Isaiah say it? And also Peter quote it? He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And by his stripes, we are healed. It wasn't just Isaiah that said that. Peter said that. You are healed, is what he said. So, you still believe in healing? You still believe that God can do it? I believe he can. I believe he can do it. I believe he's able. I believe he's able. I'm just, well, you ain't going to go, I'm going. All right. Sorry about that. Live video. So, where you going to be? Where you going to sit on the spectrum? Challenging. Challenge yourself. Examine yourself and ask yourself, where are you on the spectrum of your belief system in God? Find your place. Wherever you want to be, find it and get on it. And be content with it, I guess, and be happy with it. But I'm not content with bare minimum Christianity. So I'm hoping that you're not either. Just had to get that off my chest. I want to encourage you. Believe God for the impossible. The devil is doing everything he can do to grip this nation in fear, anxiety, stress, panic attacks, sickness, poverty, recession, fill in the blanks. But we have a hope. We have a hope. And there ain't much hope in just, I don't want a Christianity that's hopeless. I don't want a Christianity that says, oh, yeah. My name's right. My name's in the book of life. I'm right with God, but I don't believe in all that other stuff. Okay. Carry on. Because it's for me and my house, not only are we going to serve the Lord, we're going to believe that by his stripes you're healed. We're going to believe that the power of God is still moving. If you agree, hit that like button. If you agree, subscribe if you hadn't already. If you agree, hit the notification bell. But you know what else I think? Gotta say it. Some of y'all don't even like me. Some of y'all don't agree with me. But you still keep coming back. It ain't just because you want to have something to get mad at. It's because down deep inside, you're hungry for something more. Stay tuned to the big picture, and I'll help you the best I can. I'm on the top of, I want to be on the side of the spectrum that believes God for the impossible. What about you? See you next time.